yet.
So today, we're going to hike a little Oregon history. We're going to hike the Barlow Road or Barlow Trail. Kevin from Iowa and I are both history nerds, I guess, and we're going to do the same route that Sam Barlow and Joel Palmer figured out back in the 1840s. Back in the 1840s, Sam Barlow and Joel Palmer they brought their wagon trains or wagons to the Dalles on the Oregon Trail, and then they got there and they're like, hey, we don't want to pay to have somebody ship our wagons down the Columbia. It's dangerous and expensive. And so they figured out a route around Mount Hood and to Oregon City, and they called it the Barlow Road or the Barlow Trail, and eventually it became a toll road. So we're going to hike from Still Creek to the toll booth at Rhododendron. And then sometime that's from east to west. And one of these days, we're going to hike the other half of the Barlow Road or Barlow Trail, heading from to the east. But should be fun, should be a lot of history, and as they say, we'll see you down the trail. Well, we're at the campground at Still Creek, and this will be the place for parking the car. Coming out of the campground, we're gonna walk on 26 till we get to government camp, and then we'll pick up the trail. So one of the fun things about following a historic Barlow Road, you gotta walk a little bit on 26. Well, we're starting out with a little bit of road walking, but eventually we jump on a trail. It's the adventure, right? Not the destination. Well, we're hiking through downtown government camp. It's kind of a cute little place. Nice to come up here and do some skiing sometime. So there's a little bit of history for you. Part of the Barlow Road. Well, after hiking almost 2 miles, we're finally gonna step off the highway and get on the trail. Well, we're on Maggie's Trail, and finally some nature. So lots of rhododendron right along here. And back during pioneer days, when people saw the rhododendron, they thought it was laurel. And that's why we're gonna go to a spot called Laurel Hill, one of the toughest spots on the trail, the Barlow Road. And it's toxic. If an oxen or a cow were to eat some of this, it'd make them sick. And so a lot of times the oxen would die after eating rhododendron. I've been in places up on Mount Hood and the Cascades where there's so much rhododendron and so many pink flowers, it looked like the Barbie Trail. So they sure are pretty, but don't eat them. Yeah, a bunch of pretty pestaments. We're on the old bridle trail here, and we're gonna cross over here. And this is the old Mount Hood Loop Road that they put in 1925. So this is kind of interesting little spot. And it looks like they don't want you going that way much. So we'll just cross over, man. Down the trail. The stonework along here is just amazing. It kind of reminds you of like the Mourne Wall in Ireland or something. It's pretty darn cool. Still on the trail. So we're at the base of Laurel Hill, and according to the pioneers, this was the hardest part of the Oregon Trail. And eventually we'll show you how steep it is coming down. Pretty hard place to bring a wagon down. So here's some of the old road bed near Laurel Hill of the old Barlow Road. So we're at the west end of Laurel Hill now, and this is where they had to tie up. And imagine if you will, oxen, pioneers, kids screaming, crying, brave women, scared men, and they all had to try and load their wagon with ropes down this road here. And that might have been a little bit of an adventure. So we've eaten a hot lunch and we're coming down off the mountain, and we'll be crossing over 26 here in just a second. And then we'll stay on the Pioneer Bridle Trail, and it's pretty much a flat, straight shot all the way to the Tollgate and Rhododendron. So that's the plan down the trail. So we're on the other side of 26. And there's the trail sign. I used to think that's the trail sign there. And we're going to take the trail right into the Tollgate. Well, we're crossing over the Zigzag River. And we're almost to the Tollgate, so we're in the home stretch. So there is the Tollgate for the Barlow Road here in Rhododendron. So we did about 11 miles and about 350 feet elevation gain, so pretty flat trail. Laurel Hill was a big climb, but a good hike and good weather for the middle of June.
Yeah.